Before demons had names, before darkness had a kingdom, there was an angel feared even in heaven. Not Lucifer, not Azazel, but Samael, known as the Accuser, known as the angel of death, known as the one who walks between light and darkness. This is not just a story of a fallen angel. This is the story of heaven's most terrifying enforcer thing. In the earliest days of creation, Samael was not evil. He was not corrupt. He was not broken. He was powerful. Samael was created as an angel of judgment, testing, and justice. While other angels sang in worship, while others carried messages of peace, Samael carried authority. He was not sent to comfort humanity. He was sent to test humanity. He did not bring mercy, brought truth. In heaven, Samael's role was clear: to challenge, to accuse, to expose sin, to reveal weakness. He was heaven's prosecutor, not a rebel, not a traitor, but an instrument of divine justice. At least at first, Samael began to change when he started to believe something dangerous: that judgment was greater than mercy, debt. Power was greater than love. That authority was greater than obedience. He watched humanity struggle. He saw their weakness, their fear, their temptation, their sin, and instead of compassion, he developed contempt. Samael no longer wanted to test humans. He wanted to condemn them. He no longer wanted to guide souls. He wanted to control them. And slowly, the accuser stopped serving justice and started serving pride. Some traditions say Samael did not fall like Lucifer in rebellion. He fell through corruption, through obsession with power, through love of authority, through hunger for control. He began to act without command, judge without permission, accuse without restraint. Where heaven once used him as a tool, Samael began using heaven's authority for himself. Net is when everything changed. He became something new. Not fully angel, not fully demon, but something in between. A being of dark justice, a ruler of fear, a symbol of death. This is when legends began calling him the angel of death. Samael did not appear with horns and fire. He appeared with whispers, with temptation, with fear, with accusation. He became the voice in the mind that says, "You are not worthy. You are condemned. You cannot be forgiven. You are beyond redemption." He tested humans not to strengthen them, but to break them. He accused not to correct, but to destroy. He became the symbol of spiritual death. Not physical death alone, but separation from God, separation from hope, separation from mercy, separation from light. In ancient traditions, Samael became linked to death itself, not as a servant of life's cycle, but as a harvester of souls, a figure that stood at the boundary between worlds, who was believed to escort souls, judge them, accuse them, condemn them, not with compassion, but with cold authority. Too many, he became fear itself, the presence you feel in darkness, the shadow in the room, the weight on the soul, the terror of judgment. Samael was no longer heaven's servant. Became darkness with a divine origin. Samael's story is not just about an angel. It's about a lesson, a warning, that power without humility becomes corruption. That authority without love becomes tyranny. That judgment without mercy becomes evil. Even angels can fall. Not through rebellion alone, but through pride, through obsession, through losing their purpose. Samael did not fall because he hated God. He fell because he loved power more than obedience. He loved control more than truth. He loved authority more than righteousness. Samael reminds us that darkness does not always begin with rebellion. Sometimes it begins with duty. That becomes pride. That becomes power. That becomes corruption. And the most dangerous evil is not the one that comes from chaos, but the one that comes from authority without love.